So I got this little plastic box. It resonates surprisingly nicely, and my plan is to first paint it and then add some stuff to it. Okay, that looks okay in my eyes. Not perfect, but done is better than perfect, like I always say. Yeah. Remember the old rule. First drill, then measure. No, wait, no. I'm not too concerned about how tight they are. And we're adding washers on the outside. I don't think it matters that much. It's experimental music, so what's the worst thing that could happen? We could get some rattles, some unwanted noise. Let's add some more. Yeah, I think it's gonna sound... Actually, I have no idea how it's gonna sound, but we are getting some harmony to the resonance in it. And now my plan, and I admit it's not a perfect plan, my plan is to add the kalimba perhaps to the side. Yeah, that's gonna work nicely. Now the screws are gonna resonate with the kalimba really nicely. Could I even add a spring across here? Can I stretch one enough? Or two of them? My other plan is to have a couple of guitar strings and a couple of more springs. And I think I'm gonna have it so that you can play it this way and this way. Yeah, that's the solution. 3 guitar strings, and I think I want them up here. Quite close to each other, like so. To have them running this way, and some springs over here. The kalimba to the side. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to screw these onto this piece of wood. Screw that on there. I think it's a plan. By the way, this is maybe a good time for disclaimer. So this tutorial is made for entertainment purposes by someone who is not very responsible with power tools. And please don't do stupid things. I often think to myself the phrase, not hindered by common sense. For instance, right now, it comes to mind. But please be careful, don't drill holes in your fingers or anything stupid like that. Now, to be honest, I haven't figured out how I'm going to attach the strings on the other side. And I think I'll use these. I think these are gonna be good for some more springs over here. Hi there. It's the next day from when I started this, and I'm starting the day by correcting a little mistake I made yesterday. Is I realized this needs to be fastened a lot tighter if I'm gonna have guitar strings going this way. There's gonna be quite a bit of pull there. So I'll just screw it on a bit tighter. That's not ideal, is it? Again, this is a tutorial made for entertainment purposes, made by a stupid person who does stuff like this. I think that's better. And now I have some screws over here so I can add more springs. But I'll do that a bit later. First I'll drill some more holes and make a place for guitar strings and more springs. Oh, now here's an idea. I'll attach a screw on the underside of this. Why didn't I think of this before? Because I think what I'll end up doing is I'll add an awful lot of springs. Some on the inside, some on the outside. I have to say, when I was looking at these kinds of noise boxes at first, I didn't really understand why people had springs on them, because I was stupid. I was thinking, I don't want any boing kind of effects on my noise box, which was a stupid association. And obviously the springs are going to add resonance, which is hopefully going to be nice. I really like the fact that it's already starting to make fun noises. You probably can't tell on, because this is just the camera, but yeah, getting there. Another thought I've had since yesterday is, because yesterday I couldn't figure out a way how I'm going to attach the thumb piano to it. And what I realized is I don't really want to attach it, because I want to be able to play this elsewhere. And because I have these screws here, if I lean it on this, I already get this resonance quite nicely, and I can play with this. Yeah. And also one thing all the time I've thought I want to have these kind of metal rods or something, maybe one in each corner, or 3 on this side, and something that I could use a bow to play with. But I don't have metal rods right now, and I might add them later, I don't know. Now my plan for the guitar strings, again, not hindered by common sense, is, because this is quite short, so I'm gonna make a loop on this end and then go through here and use the rest of it for some more resonance. By the way, this is a stupid way to use guitar strings. Don't do this. I do have some looped banjo strings that I could use for this, which would probably be the smarter thing, but I don't want to waste them, so this is a used guitar string from when I've changed strings on my acoustic, and so I have just these random leftover or used strings which I'm using instead of strings that I can actually use for real instruments. By the way, as I'm doing this, I'm getting ideas. I'm just realizing now that the fact that I have 3 strings gives me the possibility of putting an ebow on top of them and playing the middle string with that, or letting it drone. I'll see how it works. Actually, I don't think it's gonna drone because you can't get them to ring properly. And they're quite far apart. The lightest string seems to work best. We'll see what happens. And now my stupid idea for these long strings is to just put them through here, maybe attach them somewhere, I don't know. Could I actually get more notes if I strung them around here? If I figured out a way to attach them on the other side. I don't think I can get it to hold tight. Well, it's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. You know what? I think we're done for now. I'll add some microphones to it and try it out. By the way, here's another Psychart pearl of stupidity. If you've never accidentally set your table on fire, you're not really an experimental musician. So my plan is to add 2 microphones. First, a contact microphone, and then a stereo microphone. So I can run 3 channels, or 1 stereo channel and 1 mono, and put them through different effects. We'll see what happens. The contact microphone is going on the inside, right under the place where I plan to play the kalimba. It's also right next to where some springs are. I'm trying to fix the wire so that it doesn't touch the springs. For now, I'm using a contact microphone that I already have. If I go ahead and make more of these noise boxes, I'm just gonna buy some cheap piezo mics and make these myself. As for the stereo mic, I don't really have a sensible plan. I think I'll just tape it to the top and have it hanging. I think that might work. By the way, I have the ebow here. I have to try this, even though I'm skeptical. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. worth a try. In case you're wondering, the microphones I'm using, the piezo mic is a very standard one. It came with the Coma Field Kit expansion pack, or Field Kit Effects expansion pack, and the stereo mic is a T-Bone Electret condenser microphone, ST40. Okay, before I try it with effects, I want to try it just as it is and show you how it sounds before I run it through some effects pedals and whatnot. So I'm just putting my Zoom recorder inside and just playing it acoustically. So my plan is to put two sets of pedals, mono on this side and stereo on this side. Okay, let me just walk you through my monster of a setup. I haven't tested it yet, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we'll try it. So I have two mics, like I showed you before. The contact mic is going this way. So it's first going through this, basically a rat distortion pedal. And from there it's going to the Dreadbox Darkness reverb, which actually splits the signal into two, because it's a stereo pedal, so one channel in, two channels out. And one of them is going to the Coma Field Kit Effects, which has some frequency shift, a digital delay, and a spring reverb. And another channel going through this Oral Dream Crystals Harmony, really cheap lo-fi harmonizer delay kind of thing. And the other channel from the Dreadbox Darkness goes through this Electro Harmonix freeze, so it can do a kind of drone thing. And then these two channels go into channels 1 and 2 from the Zoom. And then the stereo channel from the stereo mic inside the noise box goes first through the Meng Chi Wingy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And from there, it's a stereo channel. It goes to the Boss Giga Delay, and from there into a Digitech hardwire reverb, and from there into the stereo input on the Zoom. I'm expecting to get a lot of ground hum from this, partly because I have a really bad power source for the pedals, which I'm gonna replace pretty soon. But for this sort of music, having a droning buzz there doesn't actually bother me that much. Also, the spring reverb on the Coma Field Kit effects is really noisy. So let's get this jam up and running.